Hi and welcome to my Super World, which is a remake of Super Mario World in the Mario Bros. U theme. All of the level IDs plus my maker ID are in the description, but otherwise, let's begin. Great, so this is World 1, which is Yoshi's Island in Super Mario World, and I'm just going to take you through each level. I'm not going to pretend that I never die, but in this edit you just see me winning a lot. So this is Yoshi's Island 1. I have had to make some changes to the levels to make it as authentic as possible. One example is you don't get slanted semi-solid platforms on Mario Maker, so I had to kind of get creative there. There is also a limit of enemy choices, so again, these wouldn't normally be large baby Goombas, but that's what they are in this game because that was the closest thing I could get to the monster kind of things that you have in the original. I've generally done my best to keep it as close to the original levels as possible within my limitations. Another limitation is that you can't get shot out of a pipe, so that was the best I could come up with there. The checkpoint flag also is a power-up as in the original games. Great, and there you have it. That is Yoshi's Island 1, which is the very first game in Super Mario World. But this is my remake with the Super Mario Bros. U theme. Let's move on to Yoshi's Island 2. And normally in the middle there would be Yoshi's house where you could get power-ups. Obviously we don't have that capability in Mario Maker 2, but I have put in a nice little lives power-up game in there if you want it, but I couldn't be bothered. So this is the level, this is Yoshi's Island 2. This is the level that introduces Yoshi to the game. If you're speedrunning the original, this would be the first level you play because Yoshi's Island 1 you don't need to play unless you are going to unlock all of the Switch Palaces. There is also a glitch in the original version of this level, which means you could actually complete the whole game just by playing this level, and that is a sort of a speedrunning trick that I've seen on YouTube. I actually made a total hash of playing this level, so you can laugh at my lack of playing skills as we go along. I'm definitely a better maker than I am a player when it comes to Mario. Yeah, so going up there takes you to some more coins and things. Yeah. But you can't take Yoshi up there, so watch me make a hash of trying to get Yoshi back. Seriously, this is embarrassing. Oh man. There is another Yoshi egg in one of those as well, if you need it, if you've lost Yoshi at this point. So these yellow blocks here would normally belong to the Switch Palace, which is not a feature in Mario Maker, so for now they are just yellow, empty blocks. And I have changed what I've done with the Switch Palace blocks in each level, depending on what I thought was most relevant to that level. And this, just like the original, the fourth one in gives you a life. And now we're at the end of the level. Great, that's Yoshi's Island 2.
Oh yeah, Mario time!
So there's a speedrunning time as well, the world record for faster time to beat that level, which is pretty good. If you're wondering what all the fuzzies are, those are people that are currently playing the world and what level they are currently at. I don't think anyone's got past World 4 yet, so we'll see. Okay, Yoshi's Island 3. I decided to do this one in the ship theme because I thought there's not many options for a ship theme, and it just felt like the right fit for this level. It just gives it another element. But the ship theme, the camera does sort of wobble up and down a bit, which changes how much of the level you can see, which is quite annoying. But otherwise, generally, it just makes this level a little bit more interesting. And this is the way to another 10 coin. You'll remember in the original game that you get 5 Yoshi medals per level. Unfortunately, that's not a feature in Mario Maker 2, so I'm using the 10 coins as the Yoshi medal replacements. You don't get anything special for collecting all 5 in a level on Mario Maker 2, but they're there and it's cool. Oh, that's so annoyingly close. But there you have it, that's Yoshi's Island 3.
Oh yeah, Mario time!
That speedrun world record isn't quite as fast. Okay, now let's move on to Yoshi's Island 4. This is a tricky level actually. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't finish this first time round. The problem is, well, there's a few problems. The first is the cheap cheeps. See those cheap cheeps there? I've taken that from the original, I've honoured the original, but honestly, there's no water in this level, so why there are flying cheap cheeps at the bottom, at the beginning and end of the level, I do not know, but my goodness are they annoying. I give you an extra fire flower at the beginning of this sub-area, because you can't beat the Pokies without a fire flower power-up, and that is the whole point of the sub-area, so I didn't feel it was very fair to let you go into the sub-area without that power-up. And also, because when you come out of the sub-area, you really need that power-up as well. If for no other reason than to kill those flipping flying cheap cheeps that have come back once again, even though there's no water and no logical reason for them to be there. But I'm honouring the original and trying to keep it as close as possible, and the flying cheap cheeps are in the original, so they're in my version of the game. There they are again! Flying cheap cheeps! Cool, that's Yoshi's Island 4.
Oh yeah,
We are nearly now
time.
at the boss level. So yeah, the speedrun world record here is just under 15 seconds, which is pretty good. I'd like to see if anyone can beat that. So let's make our way over to the boss level. This, by the way, is by far the easiest boss level of this whole game, particularly in my remake of the game. And you'll see that as we go through. A lot of the boss levels I made, I had trouble beating so that I could upload them online because you have to do 2 clears of every level before you can upload it. One from the start and one from the checkpoint. And some of the boss levels took me a little while to do that. But this one's fairly easy. In case you're wondering why it's all green, that's because this is normally a sort of mesh netting that you climb across and you can knock and flip over. And the random Koopas that are all over it are usually climbing up and down the mesh netting. Mesh netting is not a feature on Mario Maker 2, and so I decided to make it work with the vines. The only problem with the vines are, firstly, it's a lot of green, which is a bit of a shock to the system, and the second problem is you do walk sideways across them very slowly, which can take a little bit of time to get used to the manoeuvre. But they show up in a few of the boss levels actually, the vine replacing the mesh net that's in the original. Great, that part of the level is unnecessarily easy, and here we go! First boss level. In case you're wondering what those comments and pictures are that show up every now and again, there's people who've been playing my world wanted to leave comments at certain parts of the level or pictures. So this boss, originally there is one seesaw, and the idea is that you ground pound the seesaw to kill the enemy. And the problem is, seesaws are so strong that I found that as soon as the enemy was running towards me, he'd fall off the seesaw and kill himself. So I put 2 extra seesaws in underneath just to level the playing field and actually make it something of a boss battle. Having said that, you saw how easily I beat it. I didn't even need to get on the seesaw. Anyway, that is the first boss level, and now we have completed Yoshi's Island, which is World 1 in the Super Mario World remake on Mario Maker. If you enjoyed this video, then please do like and subscribe. If you want to play this world, do check out the Maker ID and course level IDs that are in the description. And also check out my next video, which shows you World 2, which is Donut Plains. Thanks for watching.